Jana Duggar is glowing in new Smitten photos with husband. A deep dive into her journey, relationship, and the Duggar's evolving public image. Introduction. Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has long been a fixture of public curiosity. As the oldest child in the famous Duggar family, known for its television show 19 Kids and Counting, later rebranded as Counting On, Jana's life has been under the microscope for many years. But unlike many of her siblings, who married young and quickly started families, Jana remained single for a significant period of time, prompting widespread speculation among fans and media alike. For years, her quiet, reserved nature, combined with her role as the primary caregiver to her younger siblings, led to her being viewed as a perpetual caretaker of the Duggar household. Her relationships, if any, were always kept private, leaving fans to wonder when Jana would finally find a partner of her own. However, in a recent series of photos posted on social media, Jana appears to be glowing in new, Smitten pictures with her husband. The images, capturing a tender, joyful side of Jana, have ignited excitement among her fanbase and prompted many to wonder about the nature of her new relationship. In this comprehensive feature, we will explore these photos in detail, analyze their significance, and delve deeper into Jana's life both before and after her marriage. We'll also look at how Jana fits into the larger narrative of the Duggar family's public image and how her relationship marks a significant shift in how the family engages with their audience. Who is Jana Duggar? Jana Marie Duggar was born on January 12, 1990, in Tontitown, Arkansas. As the firstborn child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, Jana grew up in the public eye, often appearing in episodes of 19 Kids and Counting alongside her siblings. From a young age, Jana assumed significant responsibilities in the family. Jana's upbringing was rooted in strong Christian values, and her parents emphasized a traditional, conservative approach to relationships, courtship, and marriage. In the Duggar household, the concept of courtship, rather than dating, was instilled early on. Courtship is viewed as a formal commitment toward marriage, and it involves intentional, supervised interaction between potential partners. This structured approach to relationships left little room for casual dating, and each romantic relationship in the Duggar family was subject to public attention and scrutiny. Unlike many of her siblings, who married in their early 20s and had children soon after, Jana remained single for many years. Her role as a caregiver, often taking on the duties of helping to raise her younger siblings, led to the perception that Jana's life was dedicated to her family. While her siblings married and started families, Jana's role was largely defined by her contributions to her parents' household. The speculation around Jana's relationship status for years, fans and the media speculated about Jana's romantic life. In the Duggar family, relationships are highly public, and there is an expectation for young adults to marry within the confines of the family's conservative values. So, when Jana remained single, rumors swirled regarding the reasons for her single status. Some fans speculated that Jana might be waiting for the right man, while others believed she might be choosing not to marry at all. Over time, there were whispers about possible courtships, but Jana remained private and never confirmed or denied any of the rumors. Despite the interest in her love life, Jana maintained a low profile and focused on her role as a sister, homemaker, and caregiver. One theory that emerged regarding her delayed marriage was that Jana was so devoted to her family that she hadn't yet found the time to focus on herself. Her duties within the Duggar household were extensive, and as the oldest child, she took on many responsibilities, including cooking, cleaning, and caring for her younger siblings. This meant that Jana often appeared to have little time for herself, let alone dating. The revelation of Jana Duggar's relationship in 2021, the world was finally introduced to Jana's new romantic partner. The man in question was a longtime family friend, and while Jana was generally private about the details of her relationship, fans were excited to see that she had found someone special. For many years, Jana had been the subject of speculation, and the revelation that she was in a relationship was met with a mixture of excitement and curiosity. In an Instagram post shared by Jana, the caption read, Feeling so blessed and thankful for my best friend. The words were simple yet deeply revealing, suggesting that Jana had not only found a romantic partner but someone who was her confidant and equal. Fans were thrilled to see Jana, who had spent much of her adult life dedicated to others, finding happiness for herself. The glowing photos. What do they mean? The photos that Jana recently shared with her husband marked a significant moment in the Duggar family's public image. In the images, Jana appears radiant, with a joyful smile and a sense of ease that fans have rarely seen from her. She is described as glowing in the photos, a word that often signifies not just physical appearance but also an inner happiness and contentment. The glow that radiates from Jana in these photos suggests that she has found a sense of peace and fulfillment that may have eluded her earlier in life. For years, Jana's identity was so closely tied to her role within the family, especially as a caretaker, that it is possible that she had little room to cultivate a life outside of her familial duties. The photos with her husband represent not just a new chapter but a newfound sense of personal joy. The glowing description is significant because it symbolizes Jana's transformation from the perpetual caregiver to a woman who is now fully experiencing the joy of being in love and in a committed relationship. The photos show a woman who is no longer just fulfilling a family role but is embracing her own happiness and desires. The Duggar family's changing public image. The Duggar family has always been one of the most famous conservative Christian families in the public eye, thanks to their reality TV show. However, in recent years, the Duggars have faced a variety of scandals and controversies that have shaped how the public perceives them. From allegations involving Jana's brother Josh Duggar to the family's evolving religious and cultural beliefs, the Duggars' public image has been in flux. Despite the controversies, Jana has maintained a relatively low profile. She hasn't been involved in the same level of media attention as some of her siblings, and her quieter personality has kept her out of the spotlight for much of the past decade. However, her decision to share more about her personal life through social media posts marks a shift in the way the Duggar children engage with the world. Jana's willingness to share such intimate photos and expressions of love with her husband signals a change in her public persona. No longer just the responsible Duggar sibling, Jana is now presenting herself as a woman who is happy, loved, and fully participating in life outside the confines of her family obligations. Her glowing presence in these photos could be seen as a subtle challenge to the public's perception of her as simply a family caretaker. Instead, Jana is asserting her identity as an individual with her own needs and desires. The public's reaction, celebrating Jana's happiness. The reaction from fans and followers has been overwhelmingly positive. Many people expressed happiness for Jana, congratulating her on finding love and happiness after years of speculation about her personal life. For fans who have followed Jana's journey for years, seeing her so content and glowing in these new photos felt like a reward for their patience and support. There is also an element of relief in the public's reaction. Many fans had long hoped for Jana to find someone who could share her life, and the photos confirmed that her happiness had been realized. Fans have repeatedly shared their joy for her on social media, with many expressing that they were rooting for her, and that seeing her so happy made them feel as though they were witnessing a long-awaited success story. What's next for Jana Duggar? While it's unclear exactly what the future holds for Jana Duggar, it's clear that this moment in her life represents a significant shift. Whether or not she and her husband will continue to share their lives with the public remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. Jana Duggar's story is far from over. As Jana continues to grow and evolve, both in her personal life and in her relationship with her husband, fans can expect to see more glimpses of her journey. Whether she remains a private figure or embraces a more public life remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Jana Duggar is finally glowing with happiness, and that's something worth celebrating.